Simile of the wishing jewel. It is like a priceless jewel, which has the property of preventing men and ghosts from entering the place where it is put. If someone were possessed by a ghost, one would only have to introduce this jewel, and that ghost would depart. If someone were oppressed by the wind, and would apply this jewel when his body is inflated, he would hold back the wind, would prevent it from getting worse, would appease it. It would have a similar effect when applied to a body burning with bile, choked with phlegm, or painful as a result of disease arising from a disorder of the humors. It would illuminate the blackest darkness of night. In the heat it would cool the spot of earth where it is placed. In the cold it would warm it. Its presence drives vipers and other noxious animals from districts which they have infested. If a woman or man were bitten by a viper, one need only show them that jewel, and its sight would counteract that poison and make it depart. Such are the qualities of this jewel. If one had a boil in the eye, or clouded eyesight, or a disease in the eye, or a cataract, one need only place that jewel in the eyes, and its mere presence will remove and appease those afflictions. Such are its qualities. Placed in water, it dyes the water all through with its own color. Wrapped in a white cloth and thrown into water, it makes the water white. Equally, when wrapped or bound in black, blue, or yellow, or red, or crimson cloth, or into cloth of any other color, it would dye that water into which it were thrown with the color of the cloth. It would also clear up any turbidity there might be in the water. Endowed with such qualities would that jewel be. Ananda asked, "Do these jewels, Kausika, belong to the world of the gods, or to the men of Jambudvipa?" Sakra said, "They are found among the gods. The jewels found among the men of Jambudvipa, on the other hand, are rather coarse and small, and not endowed with such qualities. They are infinitely inferior to those heavenly jewels. But those among the gods are fine and full of all possible qualities. If that jewel were now put into a basket or placed upon it, then that basket would still be desirable after the jewel had again been taken out. The basket, through the qualities of the jewel, would become an object of supreme longing. In the same way, O Lord, the qualities of the cognition of the All-Knowing are derived from the perfection of wisdom. On account of it, the relics of the Tathagata who is gone to Parinirvana are worshipped, for they are the true repositories of the cognition of the All-Knowing. And as the demonstration of Dharma of the Buddhas and Lords in all world systems should be worshipped because it has come forth from the perfection of wisdom, so also the Dharma preacher's demonstration of Dharma. As a king should be worshipped because his royal might gives courage to a great body of people, so also the preacher of Dharma, because through the might of the Dharma body he gives courage to a great body of people. But the relics of the Tathagata are worshipped for the same reason that one worships the demonstration of Dharma and the preacher of the Dharma. Supreme value of the perfection of wisdom. Therefore then, O Lord, if there were two lots, and if not only this great trichillicosm, but if all the world systems, countless as the sands of the Ganges, filled with the relics of the Tathagata, were put down as the first lot, and a copy of the perfection of wisdom as the second, if I were invited to choose either and to take it, I would take just this perfection of wisdom. It is not, O Lord, that I lack respect for the relics of the Tathagata. My respect for them is a real one. But it is the perfection of wisdom which pervades all knowledge, and the relics of the Tathagata are worshipped because they have come forth from all knowledge. In consequence, the worship of the perfection of wisdom is, in effect, a worship of the Buddhas and Lords, past, future, and present. Moreover, O Lord, someone who wants to see, in accordance with Dharma, the Buddhas and Lords who just now exist in immeasurable and incalculable world systems should course in this perfection of wisdom, make endeavors in it, develop it. The Lord said, So it is, Kausika. All the Tathagatas owe their enlightenment to just this perfection of wisdom, whether they live in the past, future, or present. I also, Kausika, just now a Tathagata, owe my enlightenment to just this perfection of wisdom. Sakra said, A great perfection is this perfection of wisdom, for it allows the Tathagata to rightly know and behold the thoughts and doings of all beings. The Lord said, So it is, Kausika. It is because a bodhisattva courses for a long time in this perfection of wisdom that he rightly knows and beholds the thoughts and doings of all beings. Sakra asked, Does a bodhisattva course only in the perfection of wisdom and not in the other perfections? The Lord said, He courses in all the 6 perfections, but it is the perfection of wisdom which controls the bodhisattva when he gives a gift, or guards morality, or perfects himself in patience, or exerts vigor, or enters into trance, or has insight into dharmas. One cannot get a distinction or difference between these 6 perfections, all of them upheld by skill and means, dedicated to the perfection of wisdom, dedicated to all knowledge. Just as no distinction or difference is conceived between the shadows cast by different trees in Jambudvipa, though their colors may differ, and their shapes, and their leaves, flowers, and fruits, and their heights and circumference, but they are all just called shadows. Even so, one cannot get at a distinction or difference between these 6 perfections, all of them upheld by skill and means, dedicated to the perfection of wisdom, dedicated to all knowledge. Sakra said, Endowed with great qualities is this perfection of wisdom, with immeasurable qualities, with boundless qualities.